Hi guys, it's Belle here and it is time for hashtag ABCGLC, which is created and hosted by the very lovely Jodi over at Jodi Lewis Creations. I will link her down below, and this is a year-long challenge where we do prompts that are themed by the letters of the alphabet, and every 2 weeks Jodi puts the prompts that were decided by members of her Facebook group and that put forward into a random generator, picks 3 prompts with that fortnight's letter on it, and then a bonus prompt. And you don't have to do the bonus prompt if you don't want to, but it's there if you do. And so this week's is C. And can I just say, when I saw the first word that came up in the random generator, I did a little squeal and happy dance, because the first word, guys, was crow. And I was like, oh my goodness, you're speaking to my little creepy gothic heart. So the first word was crow. Then we had, I may have these the wrong way around, but we had crow, crossword, crayon. They may be the other way around. And I know the bonus prompt was collage. So I know that was the bonus prompt. So I'm going to write on the back of here, actually. So we had crow, 2. That would be a 2, Belle. Crossword, crayon. They may be, as I said, these 2 may be the other way around. I was too excited after seeing the word crow to really pay attention. But I do know that the bonus is collage. Now, I collage most of my pieces, but we're still going to collage because it's one of my favourite things to do. Okay, let's get a little bit grungy. So excited. I do have a crossword. It's rather a large one. And I love the fact it said riddle me ree. Riddle me ree. I like that. So we have our, where are you? We have our crow. This is a Tim Holtz piece. Yep, loving it. And we're just going to start collaging, guys. That's what we're going to do. I got lots of random bits of paper. I'm excited, as I said. Like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. So anyway, if you have not checked out this challenge and you think it's something you may be interested in, go check Jodi out. And if you haven't checked Jodi out, I highly recommend her. If you like my channel that can be a bit chaotic, in the best way, I'd like to point out, but a little bit, you know, authentic actually is the word I want to use rather than chaotic, I think. If you like my channel that can be very authentic, and the fact that I chat about all sorts of things, including what's going on in my daily life and stuff like that, and just someone who yeah, is enjoys crafting and all that good stuff. If you are really like my channel, I think you would really like Jodi's, and also she's just very creative and fun. Honestly, I love watching her videos. She makes me laugh. I know a lot of you say that when you watch my videos, it's like sitting with a friend. Almost like we're in my craft room together and we're just chatting, or, you know, chatting over a cup of something warm. I know a lot of you say that, and I get the same feeling when I watch Jodi's videos, and as I said, I always end up laughing at something or other. And she is authentic and fun, and yeah, I just recommend, if you have not checked her out, to do so. So right now we are working on the collage portion, which is the bonus prompt. But do I pay attention to doing them in order? Of course I don't, guys. You should be used to that by now. So yeah, I've got so excited, honestly. I saw crow and went, yes, crow. Because yes, I am a child and I love crows and ravens and anything that I can turn around and go, ooh, that has a gothic vibe to it. because that's who I am. Now, Jodi is using a Rolodex, which I'm super jealous, because I really want a I really want a Rolodex. But also, like me, she is doing, well, she's doing like a low spend year in that, and also really thinking about what she spends on a craft room and craft and all that kind of thing. So I will not be buying a Rolodex anytime soon, because basically that's really not something I drastically need. It's a want, but it's not a need, and I'm trying to think more like that this year. So yes, she's using a Rolodex, but as she says, you can use whatever you kind of have to hand. I am using index cards because that's what I have. And so, yes. And you've got plenty of time to join in because it's fortnightly. And because realistically, these shouldn't take you too long to do unless you're particularly stuck on a prompt or something. They shouldn't take you too long to do. You can easily still catch up. And I think I watched Jodi's video and she said her timeline is set up so that the last letter will be before it gets too hectically busy, because obviously at a certain time of year, we're all pretty busy. So there is that too, which I very much appreciate, Jodi. So thank you for thinking ahead on that one. I deeply appreciate it. Now you may say, Belle, I'm not seeing any crossword yet. You will. You will. I was going to attempt to make flowers out of the crossword. I say I was. Maybe I still will. I don't have. I wish I had a flower punch. I only have a die. And that's what puts me off sometimes, grabbing something and doing it last minute, because realistically, I hate having to pull out all my dies, finding the one I want, and all that good stuff, because yeah, it's time consuming. But I did want to make kind of a flower, but I don't know if I will, so I know I'm going to use it in my collage. I love the way Jodi actually made the words on hers. So she put the prompt words on hers. She kind of made her own crossword, which was very clever. And yeah, put the words. I'm not going to be that clever. So yeah, that is not something I'm going to be. But what I do think I want is, I think I want to cut it so that we're kind of getting the crossword feel, but that also, it's also kind of at different angles too. Not angles, but kind of just looks a bit different. Yeah, so I think something like that is fun. But then that doesn't come all the way down there. I mean, realistically, what is the point of me ripping and tearing things when I'm just going to be doing this? That's what I hear you say, yeah? I don't know what the point is. Sometimes you've just got to create and adapt as you're creating. That's what you've got to do. So, yeah. Oh no, I ripped that crossword piece. No. I am not the hugest fan of crosswords. My other half really enjoys them. I am just not the biggest fan of them. I'm going to put that up there, I think. I prefer logic puzzles and Sudoku. But where did I put... Where has the crossword gone to? Are you actually kidding me? I literally just... is that it over there? Yes. I was like, where's it gone? What's happening? Where is the crossword? Yeah, I prefer logic puzzles. I really, really do. And my other half, like I said, he really likes crosswords. So we like puzzle books. And I do certain ones, he does others. I don't know why I don't like crosswords. It's just never been something I've enjoyed. Are you kidding me? I keep ripping this. Do you know what? We're just going to go with the ripped effect and not bother too much about it. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like them, but I do love logic puzzles. The problem with doing a logic puzzle is that you can't stop. Like, you have to do the whole puzzle until the very end, because otherwise I lose my train of thought, and then it's just a whole nightmare trying to remember what I was actually doing. But yeah, I love those. I love those kind of logic games as well, you know, where it gives you a riddle and you have to really think laterally and logically and all that kind of thing. Again, my other half hates those. He's just like, no, I can't understand. It's just strange. But then sometimes he'll get it out of the blue and I'll be like, where did that come from? And he's just like, I don't know. So we like playing those in our family, or some members of my family like playing those, not all members, like I said. Right, we're going to bring our crow on. I do have some like little die cut leaves because I feel like the crow needs them, but they got to be in grungy colours, obviously. So I wanted to bring in some of those. I don't think I want that one. I might do. I might add it more this way. And then we have some of this. This will have dark ink on it, I think. Unless we use this as the branch along the bottom that the crow could kind of be sitting on. Yeah, let's do that. That works. That's good. So we still haven't brought in crayon. I know. It's coming. So I love those kind of board games. And they are good for your brain. It says it keeps your brain young. Although, to be honest, I don't think it's helping me. Oh, dear. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't think it is. And I do think I want our little crow guy there. I have this Tim Holtz word that says curious. And I'm also thinking of maybe using this as my tab for the I have been adding tabs to everything, and I feel like crows are very curious. And I also think that if you enjoy what's it called, if you enjoy puzzles and things like that, I feel like that shows that you're a curious person. Now what I want to do is I kind of want to make this into a tab shape without actually using a die cut or anything. So I'm going to use a tab as a, what's the word? As a stencil. You know what word. See, I don't think the puzzles are helping me. My brain's just going, what's the word? Oh, dear me. So I want this kind of cut like that. And maybe, actually thinking about it, I wanted to keep the number, but I don't think I should. I think I should cut this side too. Oh no. Okay. So I'd love to know what your favourite kinds of puzzles are, because that was completely different to the other one. Oh well. Because that'd be interesting, I think, to know. Now, I need to put my letter on here. And I need to do that before we stick this down, because I want it to be flat as I'm doing this. So I know you didn't pick the prompt, Jodi. I know it was a random generator, but can I just say how happy it made me? It says crow. Yay. Right, let's just do a stamp impression. Yep, that's come off. Good. And we're going to have C just here. which is what I've done with the other ones. I will tidy all that up in a minute. This needs to go here. Yep, 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 a curious little crow. Curious little crow. I love this dotted one. So I'm going to bring in a little bit more of that because I like it. It's not simple. And I may add a little bit more crosswords somewhere else. And yes, we've still got to add the crayon. I can hear you. I hear you saying, Belle, where's the crayon going? I'll show you. Don't worry. Worry. No, don't. Oh my gosh. I am in such a playful mood, specifically because we have a curious crow on this one. I mean, yeah, it's making me playful. Let me have some of this. I could bring in a little bit of this under here. And I think on the crossword, I think I would still like to possibly write something, but I don't know. I thought that was so clever of you, Jodi. I mean, poor you. When you made that video, you were so poorly that it was a struggle, but I think you did a fantastic job. And, you know, thank you for still putting it together for us all, when I'm sure all you wanted to do was not do anything at all. So yes, thank you for that. But I thought that was very clever to do the words. Anyway, I've really gone to town on the collaging, haven't I? If you've been here any length of time, you'll know it's one of my favourite things to do. So, yeah, I'm just going to do it, and that is that. There we go. Add the crossword. Right, we need to put this on now. I need half of it on. We need to put this on and make sure that it's covering everything I need it to cover, whilst also the C is sticking out. We've completely covered one of those bits, actually. Let's move. No, it's coming down. Quick, before the glue dries completely. Ooh, I thought I was gonna have a problem. It is actually not straight, but then I'm not sure a lot of this is straight. We're just going to ignore it. That's what we're going to do. When we don't like something, we're just going to ignore them. Okay, so our crow's going to go on there, and we're going to have a few extra bits. I need to find the lid to my glue. But now we're going to bring in the crayon, guys, and I'm going to work with something I rarely work with, which is the Tim Holtz Distress crayons. This is, I think, set 10, and it is TD BK 51800. That's what I'm going to bring in, and I'm trying to work out what colour. I think the green would work really well, actually. The red would obviously work well, but I think we're going to bring... This is super stressful because I don't really work with these. So we're just going to bring it in to points. And they do react with water. Let's move the crow off. They do react with water, so I'm going to bring them in, and then I'm going to use my water paintbrush, and I hope this works. We are going to then smudge them and bring part of that colour in, and what I'm hoping is that it will look kind of extra grungy and as if it's kind of seeped down into the others. That's pieces, which will tie the collage together a lot more. We're also going to be adding black splatters just for good measure because, again, I can't not. I can't not. I wonder if one of the prompts for S that was given forward was splatters, because I mean, you'll know Jodi. because, you know, that'll be fun. Oh, I like it. I might need to use these more. I had some paint crayons that I really tried to use last year a bit more. And I really didn't like them. And I don't know if it's just because they were poor quality, whether, I mean, they wouldn't have worked the way this is now. So I think it's poor quality. Oh, I also really like the way that's really roughing that edge up. Love it. But I do like these crayons. Obviously, they're Tim Holtz ones. I heard that they almost got rid of these, but then brought them back. I don't know. As I said, this is... Try to put the wrong lid on. This is literally the only pack of them that I have, because it's got all my favourite grunge colours in them. So it's the only pack I have. But now do we think that maybe I need it a bit more? Oh, do you know what I want to do? I probably shouldn't, but do you know what I want to do? I want to bring in just the tiniest touch of... This is the... Sorry, I didn't tell you. The one I used before was Forest Moss. And this is the aged mahogany. And I just want like the smallest amount in places. Just a little bit. Just to kind of add, oh yes. Do we love it? I almost need to fill my water brush with a bit more. Oh yes. Just a little bit more colour. Oh, having so much fun. This is adding such an extra little bit of grunge, which we all know is my favourite thing. A little bit of grunge is a good thing. And I love how, because the water's really wetting some of this paper, especially the bit from the magazine, I love how it's becoming super distressed now. Yeah, that's making me very happy, to say the least. Should we bring some of that down onto this, because this feels very white now. Yes, and I feel like we need to get the moss out again. The forest moss, and we need to bring it down onto here, because this feels very white too. A lot of this is going to be covered by the crow, but I'm still going to bring it in because it may not be. So let's just do that. Oh, yes. I'm loving it. Yep. That's all good. Right, we're going to add our crow now. Our curious crow. Because crows are very curious creatures. And I feel like this crow is doing the crossword, or is least curious about the crossword. It's like, I watch all these people, these two legs, just doing these random things. And they seem to really enjoy it, but I have no idea what it is that they're doing. We need that extra one on there, don't we? But is it too plain? Yeah. Let's get over. Firstly, let's clean up this mess a little bit. Oh, I don't like mess. Let's bring in our black soot. To be honest, we could probably bring in a crayon as well. I'm not going to, though. We've used that in the background. I'm not going to bring it in on here. But I am going to use my black soot to just darken this down, because it's too clean for on here. And I feel like we need to cut some of this. Yep. And then it needs to kind of go in there. Oh, yes. Loving it so much. Tell you, I see crow and I'm going, oh, that's gothic and grungy. Yes, please. And then I completely ignore everything else. And just go, I'll make everything fit. I think if it had been like last week's, obviously it wouldn't be crow. But if it had been something like ballet and crow, that would have been a lot harder to make grungy. Although I tell you what, I would have found some way to do it, because I would have wanted to just do grunge. It's just kind of who I am. I need this kind of tucked under the crow's foot like that. Right, good. Good, 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 good. Where's my cloth? Where did my cloth go to? Ah, right beside me. I almost want some lace on here now. Okay, I also have the number 13 because I just thought that would work on here somewhere. Because also I just want to use it. So we're going to add the number 13. Yep, I just like that. So we're going to use that. Oh, and then do I want a bit of fabric? I feel like I do. I feel like it needs fabric. I know you're all saying it. Obviously it needs some stitching because how could it not need stitching? Let's have a look at another little Tim Holtzy piece. Oh yeah, that needs to go there too. Let's see if I need another piece. I feel like I'm making this super like almost as if it was a piece of grungy ephemera when it's not. I wonder if it would be better down here. I think it is. I think the 13 goes well there, and then that goes better there. And then I need to think about if I'm going to add fabric or not, because that needs to be, there's going to be stitching. So either way, do I want to add fabric to the stitching? Oh, it's so adorable. Now, I do love crows, but the birds that follow me in every day of my life are magpies. I even have them nested in a tree at the bottom of my garden and another nest in the tree in the front of my garden. So, as much as, I'm just grabbing some fabric, guys, as much as I love crows, and I know they're related to the same family, but I'm just saying that, oh my gosh, this would almost look like the bird's nest. Like I could make that. It's just stitching. But wouldn't that look like the crow's nest? It's a load of threads. I kind of love it. I don't even know where they come from. Like what project that suddenly a gazillion threads like that came off. But they're in my little pot that I keep on my desk of random thready goodness. As you do. Okay, that just needs to be done, doesn't it? That just literally needs to be added. Okay, I am going to go stitch. Let's bring this up a little bit. I'm going to go stitch onto this, and then I will come back and show you. Okay, so I've stitched that all on, you can see, and I've stitched across that word. Now what I would like to do is I kind of want to round the corners, because I feel like these corners need to be rounded. It's just screaming, round my corners. Not so easy to round those ones. Let's just get the scissors and round them. Like that. Oh no, cut across there. We'll just ignore that piece. And then obviously I have to come on with the black cert. Has to be done, guys. Oh. So this is the third card for the ABC GLC challenge, created and hosted by the lovely Jodi over at Jodi Lewis Creations. And the prompts were crow, crossword, crayon, and the bonus prompt, look how dirty my hands are, the bonus prompt was collage. We have done all of them, and it is a grungy loveliness. I really like those crayons and the texture that they give. Oh, it just looks so good. Now, I think some of this is still drying, so it still looks darker than it probably will when it's finished. But I love it. Got our little crow in his little nest. A curious crow. It almost sounds like a name, like a curious crow. My name is a curious. So yes, I really enjoyed that one. That was a lot of fun. So again, you've got plenty of time to catch up if you haven't already. So do go check out Jodi's challenge and her video. And also she does have a Facebook group if you are interested in that too. Otherwise, use the hashtag ABCGLC either on Instagram or on YouTube so that she can check out what you are making. But yeah, hope you like this one, guys. It's my favourite so far. There's no surprises there. So anyway, that's it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, share, subscribe and comment. And I will be back again soon for another video. Until next time, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.